Guys, now we are here and I'm going to teach you how to get free 2 months hosting in DigitalOcean. Link is in description to get this free 2 months hosting. Now we move along to step 1, which is going to be Droplet Creation. In here we just immediately go for Marketplace and look up the word WordPress, and there's going to be 2 options, WordPress and Open Lightspeed. I recommend the Open Lightspeed because it's way faster and it's free as well. And moving along, we go to the options. We're going to pick the $5 because it's cheaper and you don't need more than that. For the data center, choose whichever is closest to your location or your customers, and I'm just going to pick New York here. Next, we need a password. Now set up a password, whichever one you want. This is so you can log in to the server. As you can see, I already picked that. Now all of this, just ignore it because we've done all the most important stuff. Now we just need to choose a host name. For this, I'm just going to pick whichever one you want, doesn't matter. And now we just create a droplet. Okay, now in here we are just going to wait, but in the meantime we can do step 2, which is Cloudflare Setup. Now in this setup, all we need to do is change from the Namecheap's DNS to custom DNS and add your site with Cloudflare, because I recommend Cloudflare because it's way faster and much easier to set up DNS, and it's free as well, so that's good. So it's going to review our existing DNS records, and as you can see, this site does not have any DNS settings, so we can just immediately go to this and just follow the instructions here. Remove the name servers. As you can see, it really depends on where you bought your domain, and just replace it with the Cloudflare name servers. After that's done, all you need to go is DNS settings, and you can manage your DNS settings there. Perfect. Now, once it's done, step 3 is the SSH Setup. This is actually just a step 2.5 because all you need to do is open up PowerShell and connect to the server via PowerShell using SSH settings. The command is SSH root at your IP address, and all this can say yes. And then now enter the password that you entered before. I'm just going to paste it by right-clicking and entering. Now, this is the page that's going to come up when you log in. Now, at this point, you need to set up the DNS first. Okay, so in this site, speedsite.net, I already have a DNS settings, but I'm going to delete them. These records are just email records. You can just ignore them. All you need is basically just 2 records. First is A, and what you're gonna type is type @ on the name and the IP address of the server that you created. That's one. And the second one would be the C name, and this will be www, and it would target speedsite.net. Just follow what I'm doing. Okay. Next thing is to check if our DNS is correct. And to do that, just open up what's my DNS and see. Now once that's done, all you need to do is enter your domain, speedsite.net for me, and click yes. And then it's going to set up an Let's Encrypt. I recommend you do. And once it's done, you just continue the instructions. Say yes. And another yes. So it's for HTTPS. And update the system. Now this is going to take a while, a few minutes at most. So in the meantime, as always, in the description there's a $100 credit for 2 months. You can test this out yourself. It's totally free. Okay, once that's done, All you need to do now is open up your website. Let's look it up, speedsite.net. There you have it. Now all you need to do is set up WordPress as normal. Site title, username, password, email, and okay, once you're done, you just log in. Let's use the description. Okay, now WordPress 6.0. Now the great thing about Open Lightspeed is that it already has plugins installed, which is the Lightspeed cache, and this is going to help make your website way faster than a non-Lightspeed server. As always, it's in the description. Thank you for watching.